Good morning, dear students. Here we have another topic under the fourth unit is the antibiotic production. Antibiotics are metabolites having preferential antimicrobial activity. Therefore, they are widely used for curing human ailments caused by microorganisms. But some of the antibiotics have anti-tumor activity. The antibiotic penicillin was discovered by Fleming in 1929. So today's topic is penicillin. So let us see the learning outcomes of this topic. To be able to identify useful products from microorganisms, to be able to identify the microorganisms used and the main stages in the production of penicillin, and to be able to describe how downstream processing is carried out to extract and purify the end product of fermentation. Now, antibiotics are antimicrobial agents. They are produced naturally by other microbes, usually by fungi or bacteria. The first antibiotic was discovered in 1896 by Ernest Dutchess and rediscovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928 from the filamentous fungus Penicillium notatum. The antibiotic substance named penicillin was not purified until the 1940s by Florey and Jean, just in time to be used at the end of the Second World War. Penicillin was the first important commercial product is produced by an aerobic submerged fermentation. When penicillin was first made at the end of the Second World War, using the fungus Penicillium notatum, the process made 1 mgdm-3. Today, using a different species like Penicillium chrysogenum and a better extraction procedures, the yielded is 50 gram. There is a constant search to improve the yield. Antibiotics can be selectively toxic by targeting such features as the bacterial cell wall, 70S ribosomes and enzymes that are specific to bacteria. In this way, the human eukaryotic cells are unaffected. For example, penicillin, ampicillin, amoxicillin, methicillin. This inhibits enzymes involved in synthesis of peptidoglycan for bacterial cell wall, causing cell lysis. They are bactericidal. Narrow spectrum, little effect on gram-negative cells. Other antibiotics microorganisms may affect cell membrane, DNA replication, transcription and translation. Antibiotic production. There are over 10,000 different antibiotics known, but only about 20 in commercial use, since most of new antibiotics are no better than existing ones. There is a constant search for new antibiotics. Antibiotics are the most prescribed drugs and are a big business nowadays. Finding a new antibiotic and getting it onto the market is a very long process and can take 15 years too. These antibiotics are produced on an industrial scale using a variety of fungi and bacteria. Penicillin is produced by the fungus Penicillium chrysogenum, which requires lactose, other sugars, and a source of nitrogen in the medium to grow well. Like all antibiotics, penicillin is a secondary metabolite, so is only produced in the stationary phase. And we know the four phases: the lag phase, the log phase, stationary phase, and death phase. What sort of fermenter does it require for this production? This requires a batch fermenter, and a fed batch process is normally used to prolong the stationary period and so to increase the production. The final stage fermenter is preferably used for antibiotic production for the longest possible period. but the initial stages of fermentation are designed for a considerable microbial growth. Typically, these are carried out in seed stage fermenters of smaller size. And one or more seed stages may be used depending on the process and the strain to produce the maximum amount of biomass in the correct physiological state for high antibiotic production when introduced in the final stage fermenter. So production media, if you see, the antibiotic production employs a variety of media, a different one for each stage operation. A considerable research effort is directed at developing seed stage and production media to reduce costs and to enhance yields. Here, since the antibiotics are secondary metabolized, the production medium is so designed that a key nutrient becomes limiting at a critical stage to initiate the secondary metabolism in the organism. The nutrient to be made limiting depends upon the process, that is the glucose for penicillin production and phosphate for several antibiotics produced by Streptomyces. So for this, they use the downstream processing is relatively easy since penicillin is secreted into the medium to kill other cells. So there is no need to break open the fungal cells. However, the product needs to be very pure since it being used as a therapeutic medical drug. So it is dissolved and then precipitated as potassium salt to separate it from other substances in the medium. You can see here how the pH medium, the corn steep liquor is sugar, lactose. Then you have a starter culture, that is the penicillium. 10 times in 6 days remove 30% culture and 30% fresh medium should be added. So it is a rotating filter. Then you filtrate it, dissolve it in butacetate. Then potassium ions are added to precipitate salt of penicillin. Then you wash, filter and you dry. 99.5% pure penicillin you will get. So using chemical and enzymatic modification to make new antibiotics. The resulting penicillin can be chemically and enzymatically modified to make a variety of penicillins which slightly have different properties. These semi-synthetic penicillins include penicillin B, penicillin O, ampicillin and amoxicillin. So commercial production of antibiotics, if you see here, a small amount of material containing bacteria, viruses or other microorganisms that is used to a start culture. A high yielding strain is prerequisite for antibiotic production. The inoculum is prepared usually in the form of a spore suspension which is transferred into the fermenter. This is the process. Antibiotics are generally produced in stainless steel fermenters used in the batch or fed mode, so as seen in the figure. Water cooling is often used to maintain the temperature between 24 to 26 degrees centigrade. Generally, the fermenter is maintained at about atmospheric pressure, which reduces contamination risk and enhances oxygen supply. The final stage fermenter is preferably used for antibiotic production for the longest period. So this is the fermenter which is used. Here you see how the gases are coming out and sterilized air is sent in, nutrients are added, temperature is monitored and constantly the rod is stirred to stir it. And you see the antibiotic output, how it is coming, and you have to also monitor the pH. So this is the fermenter which is used for the production of penicillin. It's a stainless steel. Initial stages of fermentation are designed for the considerable microbial growth. These are carried out in seed stage fermenters of a smaller size. One or more seed stages may be used depending on the process and the strain to produce the maximum amount of biomass. And if you see the flow diagram of the penicillin production, first you have an inoculum, then you have a pre-fermenter, then you have a fermenter where you add the nutrients, then you have a filter, you filter it, then you cool the tank, then purification and recovery of the product. So production medium, antibiotic production employs a variety of media, a different one for each stage of operation. In some cases, a suitable precursor for the antibiotics also is provided. You can see the list of media for different stages. So there are lactose, you have a constip liquor, chalk, ammonium sulfate, phenyl lactic acid is there. Then you have another stage fermented, you have sugar, pharma media, constip liquor. So different types of media are used at different stages of the production. So this is the process description. The production fermenter is run in a fed batch mode in which a nutrient, example glucose, is added continuously throughout the fermentation to enhance the duration of antibiotic production. And this is accompanied by a withdrawal of small volumes of broth to check increase in volume of the broth in the fermenter. Anti-foaming agents are added at the appropriate stage of fermentation. And selected microbiological, physical and chemical features are monitored continuously during the fermentation in order to achieve a proper control. At the end of the final production stage incubation, the broth contains only a low concentration of the antibiotic. Antibiotic recovery is done by separation of cells from the broth by filtration or centrifugation, which is followed by a purification. So what we learned from here is, what is the carbon source? What is the nitrogen source? What is the energy source? And these are the questions, dear students. You can have a look at it, and I will be conducting a small quiz when I have the interaction with you on Friday. And for better understanding, to gain more knowledge about the production of penicillin, you can go through the references given in the slide. And much more, I advise you all to follow the textbook of Applied Microbiology. The common course syllabus for all universities of Andhra Pradesh is by R.P. Singh. Better you will understand the language, the process and the fermentation and how it is produced.